Previously on UFC Primetime.
It's important for me to have a family atmosphere with my teammates, because when you have an environment where you feel like comfortable and you feel safe, that's what breeds champions. You know, guys who want to work, who care about you, and want to have fun.
I'm a father, first and foremost, and I'm out here trying to get it for my family, for my family's future.
Jon's not afraid of anyone and doesn't back down to anything.
Half the time, you know, I feel like I train harder just to really impress my brother and show him how much I've grown as a man.
Jon has always said, no, I would never fight Rashad. Rashad's like my brother, like not even entertain the idea. And then all of a sudden he just kind of like flipped it up a little bit.
Rashad fighting me out of anger, you know, it actually excites me because it's going to deteriorate his game.
I'm gonna make him feel my pain. I'm gonna make him suffer. I don't wanna just go in there and just win and get my hand raised. I wanna hurt him.
Rashad Evans has seen his share of the spotlight as the former light heavyweight champ of the UFC. Tonight, the focus has shifted, and he's at the Sony Ericsson Open to support another dominating athlete, his friend Victoria Azarenka, who is currently the top-ranked women's tennis player in the world. The fighter's interests outside the octagon are unexpectedly diverse.
Most people who meet me in life, they are like surprised that I'm so different than what they actually thought I am. I don't play a character, I'm just me. And maybe that's sometimes what rubs people the wrong way, because they don't really know how to take me. You know, like, oh, he's cocky, oh, he's this, oh, he's that. Yeah, sometimes I can be cocky, sometimes I can be funny, sometimes I can be silly, sometimes I can be angry, sometimes I can be a lot of things.
Hey, how are you?
Good game.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
No problem. But I'm not one single thing. I'm just me.
After a split from his former coach Greg Jackson in Albuquerque and a divorce from his college sweetheart, Evans has settled in a South Florida home, far from his 3 children in Chicago and Montreal. His oldest brother drives 5 hours from Jacksonville to bring a little bit of family to Rashad's incomplete new space.
What up, Rashad?
It's great to see Rashad a little bit closer. I can come and visit him and spend time with him and get to know him again all over again. Even though we're brother and we're close, it's just getting to know him on a different level. Puppy. Seeing his life as a professional athlete, it opened my eyes to what he goes through every day.
Rock, you see her? She going cheese.
He said, cheese.
We didn't have that close relationship with our father when we were younger.
You smiling at the camera?
He was always at work. He was never around. He really didn't spend that much time with Rashad or the rest of us.
Last week I put him in the pool and we swam around.
It affected Rashad. You know, everything he does it motivates him. It's part of his drive, his fuel. You know, so he wants to be a better father.
I always want to be there for my kids, and to not be there is hard, you know, and I just hope that, you know, all the fight and everything, it pays off and it helps them in their life, because it's all I really have.
Evans is surrounded by a supportive new team, inspiring him to train with renewed passion. His one-time training partner and now head coach, Mike Van Arsdale, knows the former champ and what makes him tick.
You know, an actor taps into emotions when they're in character. Athletes can do that same thing, and I think this is one athlete that does. He uses all the emotions that are built up inside of him, and all those are unleashed at fight night.
Down, down, down.
No matter what you have going on in your life, it doesn't matter, because when you step out there into the octagon, you better be ready to fight. because your opponent, he doesn't care. He's trying to get paid, and he's trying to get paid off of you. So what are you gonna do about it?
The camp's momentum comes to a halt when Coach Van Arsdale injures himself while training with the team. The official diagnosis at the hospital is a biceps tendon tear at the elbow. A concerned Rashad stops by to check in on his coach.
How you been, man? Pretty good.
Van has always been there. Van was there no matter what. Van has been Team Rashad for a long time. He knows me best, and I like to compete for him.
All right.
When you have a coach that you really like to compete for, it makes competing that much easier. He knows me really well, so he's able to vibe with me on different levels, you know, as a friend, as a mentor, as a coach, and as a big brother, so he knows what to, you know, how to give me what I need. For me, I think that's how life works. You know, you take care of somebody like you want to be taken care of, and then pretty soon, it will come back to you. So when you're really taking care of somebody, you're really taking care of yourself.
So what you gotta do?
Yeah. So I gotta dress surgery.
Yeah. I am not happy about this, but hey, the show goes on right now.
Winning this title will be huge for our team. Being a new team, you just gotta be, you know who you really are as a group and know where you wanna go. And no matter what happens, always stay the mindset that you guys are champions and that we are champions and we're gonna be champions.
He's the reigning light heavyweight champion and the UFC's fastest rising superstar. But 24-year-old Jon Jones still trains like a hungry prospect. After a morning grappling session, he's in the pool for his second swim workout of the week, with evening kickboxing still to come. Beside him, for the duration of this grueling regimen, his brother, Baltimore Ravens defensive end, Arthur Jones.
Everyone wants to be, you know, the next big Ray Lewis or Dwight Freeney or, you know, Anderson Silva in the fight world, but no one wants to put that hard work in.
Ready, go!
A lot of people don't see that, you know, Jon Jones is working out every single day, busting his butt. He uses his gifts and he works extremely hard.
But despite the heavy workload, Jones manages to keep things light.
You know, I consider myself as a little bit of a goofball. You know, I'm always laughing. I'm always joking around, you know, while training hard.
Jon's a big kid, so no matter how tough he is in the cage and how he portrays himself at heart, he's still a big kid.
All right, guys, so we're here at Sandia High School in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we're getting ready to make a remake of Free Willy. Check it out.
I'm kind of scared now.
Very nice.
An integral part of every training routine is recovery. For Jones, this means 20 minutes submerged in an ice bath, chilled to a frigid 40 degrees.
Oh, you can feel the cold protruding off the tap. I'm doing this for you, Rashad. This is all for you, baby. All for you, Rashad. All for you.
He loves life. He's happy with who he is. He's happy with his family, so he's always having fun.
Let's go. Don't put it on me, all right? That hurts.
Jon is fun-loving and he is goofy, but he takes it very serious. He's hungry, and this fight, he's even more hungry than ever before.
I feel more skilled than him. I feel like I'm younger than him. I feel like I work harder than him. And I also know that I do the extra. And I think when you do the extra, you should never doubt yourself. So doing things like this is the reason why every fight I have a smile on my face, because I know that I've been through it all.
Jon has always been the young kid, you know, just come in, want to have a good time.
Oh yeah, baby!
Jon becomes a beast when they shut the cage door on fight night. He has that switch, and he just turns it on, and he becomes the animal.
Headquarters, rest in peace.
Jon, his work ethic is so good that right now I'm having to pull him back. I have to kick him out of the gym, tell him you're done for the day, stop.
Rashad really means nothing to me. Yeah, he's just a pawn on a chessboard.
You bugging, I'm still gangster.
I don't fight out of hatred for him, because I really don't hate him. Well, he said that beating me means more to him than winning the belt. I mean, if that's the attitude he's bringing into it, I'm excited, because he's not gonna get either.
6 weeks before his fight for the light heavyweight title, Rashad Evans injured his knee. Jon Jones took the bout in his place and claimed the belt. Rashad's quest to regain the title was reset.
When I didn't fight for 14 months, I felt so bottled up, because that's how I would express myself. And at the time, when I was going through it, man, I was so depressed, man. I remember sitting there after I hurt my knee and everything, and you know, my personal life was going out of control too and stuff. I remember sitting there just thinking you know what, man, it sucked, you know? And it was just one of those moments in life where you're just all right, what am I made of as a person, as a man? You never know yourself until the chips are down. True strength is not measured when you're at your strongest, but when you're at your weakest. I know I won't get broke. I know I won't be broken by anybody.
Evans rehabbed and fought his way back to a title shot. But before his April 21st bout with Jones, he must first break from his camp to travel to Puerto Rico as an ambassador of the UFC.
It's a little crazy to be on the road at this point in training, but it's kind of fun to do something just a little different. You know, it's good to have the break. These Puerto Rican fans, man, they're some real fans. They gave me that love. Honestly, I like doing the fan stuff. You know, because it gives you an idea of how far you come along.
After Evans finishes a workout for the media and greets his fans, another Puerto Rico favorite sneaks into the gym, boxing great Felix Tito Trinidad. For Rashad, it's a humbling moment as he stands alongside a legend he looked up to in his youth.
De verdad que le deseo todo lo mejor, soy fanático de él.
Oh, that's a big fan.
Él también es tu fanático. Y de verdad que estás en Puerto Rico, en mi casa, en nuestra casa, y aquí estás en tu casa. Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you, I appreciate it. It's real exciting. It's kind of surreal, because I remember watching him on TV when he was going through his thing, and you know, all the spotlight was on him, and all the behind-the-scenes coverage on him, and it's just crazy to me. Now I get to meet him, and it's my turn, you know?
After a moment of sun in this island paradise, Rashad must turn his focus back to camp. A grueling schedule of training is looming, and so is Jon Jones.
Nobody owns a spotlight. It's just, you stand there, and then the spotlight moves. And then it moves, and then it moves, and then it moves. It's 50-50. I want to win, and he wants to win. He's praying to God, I'm praying to God. This is serious for me. I'm gonna go in there and fight somebody. I never want to lose again. And I'll fight to my last breath to make sure that don't happen. I want to make him look at life a little differently. You know what I'm saying? I want to change his life.
Professional fighters are creatures of habit, slaves to a strict schedule. But even world champs aren't above a little improvisation in the face of a minor inconvenience.
So I locked myself out of the car, and I won't be able to make it to practice tonight because I'm here. So I called my boxing coach, and my boxing coach is on his way to my house, and we're gonna box right here tonight.
Though he's fast approaching the biggest bout of his career, it wasn't too long ago that Jon Jones was just another awkward teenager.
Back in the days when I was a teenager, before I had status and before I had a pager.
I was just tall and really skinny. You know, most of the kids I competed with seemed more coordinated than me, a lot stronger than me. They just seemed to have it, and I didn't.
If you got the money, request is for the booking. Come on, everybody, let's get with the fly mode.
We all kind of knew that there was something special different about the Jones boys. We could see that there was a lot of untapped talent.
That's the right hand, black man. Only if you are noted as my man. If I get the credit.
Jon was, you know, that's where he got his name, his fight name, Bones, from. He was very skinny, very skinny. I remember the coach saying, "Hey, Jon, you should sue your legs for non-support."
If you botch up, what's in that? A pair of Nike size 10 and a half.
Though he's far from the upstate New York community where he first learned to fight, Jones remains surrounded by family. Among them is an enduring reminder of the most transformative period of his young life.
My youngest daughter, my baby girl, Carmen, she's named after my sister, Carmen. She was our everything for the most part. You know, she was our babysitter. She cooked lunches after school. She got us ready for church. She did everything.
She was really good at playing the piano and singing, and then, you know, sometimes she would forget lyrics of a song, or, you know, playing the piano, like she would forget half a song.
Her light was dimmed, you know, and she would, it would take her a really long time to walk home from school. And, you know, I remember watching her walk up a hill one day, you know, and you know, like, give me a second.
Knew something was wrong with her, and he took her to the hospital and found out she had brain cancer. And it was kind of too late to stop. She had a tumor the size of a grapefruit in her head.
In December of 2000, Carmen Jones passed away. She was 17 years old.
I actually don't think about my sister too much anymore, besides when I'm like, you know, when it's time to talk about her. And it just brings back so many memories. You know, like, I don't know, give me a second, man.
That was a tough time. And the boys got real quiet for a while around that. They struggled with that.
Jonathan was very, very close to his sister. Once my daughter died, the boys concentrated on their athletic abilities. They put their whole heart in it.
Jones committed himself to wrestling. As a gangly freshman, he was 16-16. But by his senior year, he had packed on over 70 pounds of muscle and cruised to an undefeated 39-0 before the most life-changing match of his career.
My defining moment in sports, I would have to say, was state championship. It was my biggest purpose in life at the time. To be a state champ symbolized making it and success for me in every way. It gave me a purpose in high school. I actually cared about winning states more than I cared about graduating high school. I just remember that tournament, it just changed a lot in my life, you know, because from that moment on, those days forward, you know, I just realized that I could be great.
Let me rock you to sleep.
And, you know, days like that are things that motivate me today.
Pretty baby.
When I joined mixed martial arts, I had this conviction and this fire.
Let me rock you to sleep.
That I would one day be one of the greatest fighters to ever live.
Oh, pretty girl.
I truly fight for the people who supports me and the people who really understands the type of person that I am.
When I look down at you,
I figure as long as I know who I am, it won't matter.
I feel all I need to feel. I understand.
I think I can be better than I can even fathom right now.
So let me rock you to sleep.
I'm grateful for that attitude.
Pretty baby.
For the people who find me cocky,
Let me rock.
they don't realize what I've been through in my life.
Let me rock you.